What's going on, you savages? Welcome back to more WWE 2K18 coverage. In this news and discussion video, we're going to be talking about one of the major topics and things that we want back in WWE 2K18, and that is General Manager mode, GM mode, but also a feature that is included with it most of the time, the WWE draft system. Before we get into this news and discussion though, I want you guys to make sure and check out the previous episode where I discussed the latest in regards to the cover star of WWE 2K18 being leaked by a reliable source, as well as which 2K showcase mode will be included in the game based on these leaks. All of this plus much more was covered on that WWE 2K18 news roundup. If you guys want to see GN mode in WWE 2K18, elbow drop that like button just so I could know. Nonetheless, getting into today's news and discussion, which is very interesting nonetheless, considering that we don't know anything about the game yet, but we have been hoping for this for a very long time already. The news I got is in regards to the WWE draft system that could be implemented into WWE 2K18. Just recently, one of the reliable sources in regards to WWE 2K games, it is Kimo on Twitter, who we have been covering a lot because he has been very reliable in the past WWE games. Nonetheless, when asked on Twitter if we will get the draft in WWE 2K18, Kimo replied the following: a tailored draft system is in at the moment. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that we will get a draft system in WWE 2K18, but if it is something that they have been working on, chances are that it will be included, and chances are that the best year to include it is this year, because the draft in WWE television just happened. This year we actually had the Superstar Shakeup, but last year we got the first draft in WWE for a long time. It was way ahead of WWE 2K17, meaning that a lot of us were actually expecting it to be included in WWE 2K17, or at least something in relationship to it, because last year with the draft, Smackdown became its own brand and Monday Night Raw became its own brand as well. The only thing that is shared between both brands is obviously the big four pay-per-views. Nonetheless, with a draft system potentially included in WWE 2K18, you gotta wonder if GN mode is gonna be in WWE 2K18 as well, because they are very related to each other. Now keep in mind that there could be a draft system without a GN mode. For example, the last gen version of the last couple of games, they continue to have the draft system implemented in it. There hasn't been much change in it though, as they just continue to copy it from the previous games. But of course, when it comes to this current gen version of for Xbox One and PS4, we have not seen any draft system implemented in it yet. We of course have Universe mode, but it's certainly not the same as having the draft system and a GN mode where we feel much more in control in regards to our own shows, whether it's Smackdown or Monday Night Raw. Regardless though, the point is that a lot of people have been asking for this system, not just GN mode but also the draft itself, because it was just a classic feature that were included in one of the best WWE games ever. Or I should probably say the series itself, Smackdown vs. Raw, because most of those games they did a hell of a job with it. So with the fact that the system is included in the last gen versions of the game, it is very possible that now 1 year after the WWE draft started, we could finally get the draft but in WWE 2K games. My hope right now is that if we do get the draft, then hopefully we get GM mode in general. I also know the fact that it looks to be very difficult for them to get away from Universe mode, just because the name in itself relates to the WWE Universe and it has been in the game for quite some time now. But my suggestion will be to just include GN mode within a Universe mode, or just change Universe mode that it looks extremely similar to GN mode, even if it's not called General Manager mode, because there was just so much more interesting feature within GN mode that kept you busy trying to be the best show, and of course doing all the different trades and buys of different storylines as well as everything else. There was a much more sense of progression and also desire to keep going, to get more currency and unlock much more things. Nonetheless, you savages, that is what I have for you guys for this WWE news, rumors and discussion. And like I said, if you guys want GN mode back in WWE 2K18, let me know by dropping a like on this video. Much more news and coverage coming up, so make sure that you guys turn on those notifications to be fully up to date on all things WWE 2K18 coverage. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. I'm Macho T. Dig it!
I'll keep this short and sweet. I'm giving you the opportunity of a lifetime as a general manager here in the WWE. This is where real men manage superstars, and superstars make me a legend. And that's what I expect from you, to become a master of this business. And that's your responsibility, pal, not mine. All I can do is give you the chance. It's up to you to make an impact. So what are you waiting around for? Get going and convince me that I did make a mistake by hiring you.